order. This is what we call the drama order. David Wegner of Poland making his first World Championship final. Adrian Marder of Moldova, national record holder, has made a World Championship final previously. One of 3 Indian athletes, DP Manu, is the Asian Games silver medalist this year. Kishore Jenner also representing India. Personal best this season, not just a personal best, he advanced over 6 meters to his lifetime best figures. From Lithuania, Edis Metusevičius, national record holder, he set that 4 years ago. Abdelrahman of Egypt, this is his 4th World Championship final. Got himself a silver medal 9 years ago now, 8 years ago in fact, in Beijing. Arshad Nadeem, we've already seen him on the qualification VT from Pakistan. He is one of those athletes we have to look out for having one of the best marks. Timothée Herman of Belgium, national record holder this year. From Finland, he's going to throw first in this final. Oliver Helander, 2-time national champion. And this man, the European champion, Julian Weber, he's in a shout for getting amongst the medal. Here is Jakub Valček, the world leader coming into this competition. He took a silver medal in Tokyo. Behind this man, Neeraj Chopra from India, the Olympic champion. He became India's first ever Olympic champion in the sport. And a very, very popular figure in India. Pretty close to that this year, 87.36, world rank number 6. Well, he really puts all his body behind that one. And that is a deliberate technique that some of these men choose to do. It is much better than jarring some of those joints. Will be a well-practiced, well-rehearsed release of that spear. Nalanda 83.38. Well, that's a solid start from the man from Finland. Here's an athlete who's gone over that magic 90-meter distance in his career. 90.88. Vladček from the Czech Republic starting his World Championship final campaign. Well, another solid opener from the man from the Czech Republic. And he really does use all of that run-up. Goes all the way, I call it the foul line. Obviously, if you step over, it's a foul. But 82 meters at 59. Wegner of Poland. 82.21 is his best. He went out to 81.25 in qualification, so he got through courtesy of being one of the next best marks. We always take 12 competitors through to these throws finals. Let's have another look at that. I think he was just saying he just got a little bit too much height on it. That is below 80 meters for Wegner, 78.19. So I have already said, I don't think we're going to expect the huge distances today. Javelin throws like a tailwind. There's no wind at all in the National Athletics Centre. That one just touches down just below 80 meters. And Chopra says, no, I'm not having that sort of mark next to my name. He just deliberately walks over that foul line. There we go. They're very, very consistent. They just haven't had those competitions behind them. As Adrian Mardar of Moldova starts his World Championship campaign. And again, that looks like it's just come down just below 80 metres. 66 metres is his own national record. He set that a couple of seasons ago. So always good just to benchmark what the conditions are inside this arena. 83 metres is the best we've had thus far this evening. It was brilliant in qualification. Improved in every single round. And that one is over 80 metres. Well, he just really built through the 3 rounds in that qualification. He did need to take 3. He probably would have been safe just taking 2, but you never know when there's 2 groups going on side by side. In the end, it was probably very good competition practice for an athlete who's not got many competition throws under his belt this year. 80 metres 64 from the man from Egypt. Well, just excusing myself, that was the competitor from Egypt. I was thinking that was Nadeem Abdelharam. It was. This is Nadeem from Pakistan. This is the 7th competitor to feature in this men's javelin final. And that is the shortest distance we've seen thus far this evening. Just really fell out of the air, didn't it? Couldn't benefit from any air time. All to do with, well, it's a combination of aerodynamics, I guess, as well as biomechanics. But Nadeem does put one out there, 74.80. This will be the 2nd Indian athlete who's advanced to this final, DP Manu. He was 5th in a very, very competitive Commonwealth Games last year in Birmingham. Well, I love how Manu really keeps that javelin so close to his face. Look at that for concentration. When we talk about putting your whole body behind a throw, that was absolute textbook. Great that we can see that graphic. Go at 35-degree angle. They say in this event anywhere between 30 and 40 degrees is the optimum. Next competitor from Lithuania is Meitas Sevakus, 2 times world university champion. And again, just not those big distances so far in the first round. Well, there really hasn't been much wind the whole of this championships. And if there has been a wind, it's just been a little bit of a breeze. But I've got some papers on my desk here in the commentary booth, and they're not even blowing. It's so still. Number 10 in the start order is Julian Weber of Germany. And he's asking the crowd to get behind him. I must admit, when I saw him coming out for his warm-up, he looked very relaxed, smiling and waving at certain people in the crowd. Weber, what can he do in round 1? Well, body language always says it all. Before that had even landed, he just knew not that impressed with my opener. Well, Weber is world rank number 2. And he's number 4 so far in this competition in the early rounds, 80 meters 43. Kishore Jenner of India. They opened up a season on the 1st of March. He's still going on the 27th of August and is in fine form. And another javelin that just goes up in the air and then just comes down very, very quickly. So bouncy and so springy, isn't he, on that runway? He's just looking up, he's interested in his distance, and it is 75.70. Timothy Herman of Belgium will be the 12th and final competitor to get his round 1 throw underway. Very, very fast on the runway. And again, one of those javelins just not finding any flight time this evening. I think that was one of the heaviest falls to the floor. Look at those wrists. Oh, they've really absorbed some pressure there. Well, maybe a skin adhesion is better than jarring some of those joints. 72 meters 17 for Herman. So the Indian flag is back out and Chopra is asking the crowd. This really seems up for this second round 1. It was a foul in the first, remember. He decided to step over that foul line himself. Here we go, Chopra, what can he do in round 2? Well, he likes it, he's not even following the javelin, he looked to the crowd. He said, that's a good one, guys. And I hope the atmosphere is really coming through, because the whole stadium is absolutely buzzing with that one. Look at that, 28 meters per second. Similar angle as well, 34 degrees. But it's just what his body does, isn't it? 88 meters 17. He almost wraps his body round that javelin as Mardar from Moldova goes for his second attempt. Chopra has got a season's best of 88.77. That was in qualification, and it was 88.17, that second round attempt. That is in medal territory. That is the aim for the rest of this men in this competition. But we don't need the mascot for entertainment when we've got a world-class men's javelin final going on. Weber of Germany. Can he live up to his world number 2 billing?
Yeah! Come!
And he says, yes, come on! Well, that is over 85 meters. And that is going to take him from 6th position into 2nd position, as long as I've got my calculations right. Look at that celebration. We've seen so many times the lead change. 85.79, all smiles for Weber. Timothy Herman is holding up this men's javelin final in 12th position. He won't want to be in 12th. This is the important throw for him in the second round. You don't want to leave it till the third to guarantee those extra 3 throws. What can the man from Belgium produce? Well, it's not going to be enough to get into that top 8. Currently it's taken over 80 metres, 80 metres at 42. Oh, and what about that absolute maximum commitment behind that javelin? What has he gone out to? 74 metres 56. Well, it will be an improvement, but he will remain in 12th position. Will be Wegner of Poland next. He's just taken a moment to compose himself. Got some athlete introductions going on inside the stadium. Here we go. This is Wegner in the third round. Well, Wegner really needs a good throw here, and it's the first time he's got over 80 metres this evening. Well, he's certainly going to move up 2 or 3 positions. It needs to be 3 from the man from Poland, and indeed it is. 80 metres at 75. Wegner has got 1 foot in the final 8. As the man from Pakistan, former cricketer Arshad Nadeem. Well, he's in 6th position. I'm going to say that's enough to guarantee him an extra 3 throws, but what has he done? Arshad Nadeem, well, that's medal territory. Don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's wait for the graphic to show us exactly what that throw has gone out to. Well, it's not going to be ahead of Chopra, but Weber's 85.79 certainly looks vulnerable. Oh, and it's a season's best. So it is an improvement, 87.82. We've got a World Championship final on our hands here. Deepu Manu of India. Can he follow his 2 teammates through to the top 8 in this competition? He's going to need a big, big throw to do that. Oh, and he produces one. Well, round 3 is really shuffling the order up now, isn't it? It's just like everyone's woke up. Yep, he says that's the one. Well, he's got himself into 5th position, 83.72. Could India have 3 men in the second half of this final? Well, it's now or never for several of these athletes, including Matasevičius of Lithuania. And that one is over 80 metres. Well, he was holding on to 8th position for quite a considerable time, and I think he could have done it. So 75.13, 80.42. Well, that's a huge improvement in the third round for the Lithuanian. He needs 80.75. Look at that. A good combination of speed and release angle. And it is 82 metres at 29. So those are the figures now to make it through to the second half of the competition. Just as I say that, there's a tiny breeze just appeared out of nowhere in the stadium. Oh, and it is a good throw for Nadeem. Well, you can see it is an advance of Weber's bronze medal throw so far. Maybe not quite as far as his own silver medal. I mean, I keep saying silver medal. I should say in third position and second position thus far. But it's certainly one of the farthest throws we've seen this evening. 87 meters 15. Did the breeze come just at the right time? For sure, Jenner of India. India 1, 5 and 7 so far. It was his second round when he went out to 82.82. Still looking for half a metre advancement to move up the leaderboard. Oh, and that could be it. Yes, he thinks so too. And just look at the athleticism on him. Both arms up in the air. Oh, and it's a huge improvement for Jenner. It's a personal best. Well, we talked about how much he's already improved this year. That is 84 meters at 77. He goes from 7th position to 4th. Is thrown fantastically this year. He opened up in Potchefstroom in South Africa in April with an 88-meter throw. Oh, and that is a good one. Well, he needed that one in round 5. He holds the 1st, 4th and 5th world best throws going into this final. And it would be a shame if that consistency wasn't converted to a medal. I could go on and on about the consistency of Vadlec. He threw in 89 meters in May. And look at the speed there, almost 30 meters per second. Still waiting on that score. And I've just got it on my computer system. Here we go, it's coming on the graphic as well. 86.67. That is good enough for 3rd position. Weber with the most important throw of his 2023 season. High step approach. Oh, and it just comes down. Oh, well, another throw short of 80 meters. We've seen many of those from these men this evening, as well as the superb ones when they've absolutely hit it and it's just gone right for them. That's 79.01. And you've got a feel for Weber. Vadlec is guaranteed a medal. Well, he always comes close to that line, and he came incredibly close again there with his 6th and final attempt. And he said, you know what, don't worry about that one, guys. Well, it will be a bronze medal for Vadlec and the Czech Republic. 86 meters at 67. A very, very impressive series of throws. Nadeem from Pakistan. This is Chopra from India. 35 centimeters in it. Chopra does have the 2nd best throw, so he's going to need 36 centimeter improvement. He needs to throw 88.18 or else the gold medal is going to India. And another good throw, but Chopra will be crowned the world champion. And I did just hear a Velcro strap. I'm wondering whether Chopra is going to take his 6th and final throw or not. It was at 81.86 from Nadim. The stadium is absolutely buzzing as the new world champion takes to the runway. And it's another huge throw for Chopra. It won't contend with his best couple of throws of this evening, but he kisses the track. Well, Budapest will always have a special place in Chopra's heart now, as his two teammates are the first athletes to congratulate him, followed by the rest of these men. So tough to come to this championships with the hopes of a nation on your shoulders. Well, I think this competition did follow the form book. Many people would have probably had these three men to certainly come, certainly challenge for the medals. They might not have had them in that position, but I think they would have thought, you know what, those three, they'll be in the final 5 or 6. Well, we will be able to tie up the full results. Of course, it's only right to focus on our medalists. Here we go. This is our full results. We've seen the gold, the silver and the bronze. Chopra, Nadim and Wladczek. Weber 4th position. Jenna there with that personal best. Herlanda also doing very, very well. That first throw, 83.38. And then we had to say goodbye to the men in 9th, 10th and 11th and 12th position. Just heading up the bottom of that scorecard there.